Hey guys, Cookie and Swanee here with another podcast. We have finally arrived in the month of May, and as of a few weeks ago, we now know that this is definitely, pretty much, hopefully, they can't possibly lie again, going to be when we get Season 2, which we've been waiting for 4 months. So now the question is, what in the world is Season 2 going to be, since we've gotten no confirmation of anything on that. We're still waiting on the news for that as well. So that's what we're here to talk about today. We're going to talk about what we think is going to happen, what we hope is going to happen, all kinds of stuff. So let's start here, Swanee. Let's start somewhere positive, okay, if we can, and think of what you hope, or what is your highest expectation of what could happen. Let me put it that way. Like, what's the best case scenario for what we get in Season 2?
Well,
Be somewhat realistic.
Content or when it's going to come out?
Both. Combination.
Oh, both. Well, realistically.
And be realistic, though. Don't say, tomorrow when we get 17 heroes.
No, obviously. It's going to come out probably in about 2 weeks. So, let's see. Today, it'll be the 2nd. So, they'll probably announce it on either the 4th or the 10th. And then it will probably be the week after that, which would be, let me check my calendar. It would be the week of the 14th. So Monday's the 14th. It would probably start either that Monday or Tuesday. As for what will be in it, it's kind of hard to tell. Because Dennis has already come out and said, don't get your hopes up for the seasons. Like, the seasons aren't the major selling point, which is pretty scary if you think about it, because so far everything we've gotten before this season has been very minuscule and hasn't been much of anything. So if this season isn't something to get our hopes up for, then I'm supposed to be positive, but Dennis himself already said that. So
yeah, well, he said that, wasn't that referring to, doesn't necessarily mean that there's a DLC drop with it, basically, or the seasons don't necessarily coincide with DLC.
He basically said don't treat seasons like what we are thinking they're going to be, like major DLC drops, which is concerning. But let's be optimistic. Let's say realistically probably one Galactic Swamp map, maybe a smaller map. It's rumored that we're going to get Extraction. I hope we don't. I don't want any game mode because that would separate the player base. But let's say we get a game mode. Maybe 2 heroes. One good guy, one bad guy. And then hopefully some skins for Han and Lando, obviously. Maybe Chewbacca. And then hopefully new skins for all the base characters. Would make sense. Or maybe a reinforcement or some new blasters, or there should be a significant amount of content in this. It's okay if we don't expect a lot from seasons, like Dennis said, but it's been 6 months. This one has to have a decent amount of content because it's the first season we've had in half a year.
Yeah, whether it's attached to content or not, we need content. There should be content here, whether it's attached to the solo season or not. Now, me playing the devil's advocate here and trying to be positive for a second, what if, because of what Dennis said about the whole seasons thing, what if that somehow might mean that, there isn't much in the way of solo stuff? And the good news about that would be that there might be a bigger content drop for something like Clone Wars, maybe sooner than expected, like June or July. Is that even relatively possible? Or is that
I'm not
could
sure.
That be a possibility?
I would imagine that things that are outside of the seasons that he's talking about is going to be things like the Ewok hunt or the update where we got those skins, which it's basically the same thing. But yeah, we would probably see really tiny stuff. Here's some more skins this update, or here's another game mode that'll disappear in another week. Yeah. The problem is that they're going about it the wrong way. They're giving us stuff that's not going to prolong life. These temporary game modes is not going to cut it. It's not content. It is, but it isn't, content, especially since they take it.
It's not the content that
it doesn't change the game any.
Yeah.
All the maps that we currently have are getting old. Even the good ones, like Naboo, it's because you're playing with the same stuff for half a year. Nothing's changed. No star cards, no new blasters, no anything. It's just the same stuff over and over and over and over.
Yeah, if you get other maps, it can really prolong the life of other.
Yeah,
maps.
so they instead of game
even
modes, they need to give us
helped.
maps, and they need to give us new blasters to play with, and more like better skins. Like they actually have to change the gameplay for good, like in general, not just this. Here's some Ewok hunt for a week and a weekend, and then I mean, even if we kept Ewok hunt, the only thing that they added was Ewoks, and they added it just for that game mode. Like they need to give us Ewoks as a reinforcement on like.
I mean, the game mode's gone.
Indoor or something.
Yeah,
it's only.
I mean, it'll probably come back for like a weekend here and there, but.
Oh no, they'll bring it back and they'll be like, "We listened to you guys and we listened to the community. Here's Ewok Hunt for good," and that will be what happens in an update. Like we'll get an update where they sell that off as content. Like here's Ewok Hunt.
Yeah, I can see.
Let
me ask you this. What you said about the solo DLC, like let's say it is one hero, one villain, one Galactic Assault map, everything you said in your positive way, does that mean that you'd be happy with what you got? Is that would put you in a good, you'd be in a good mood?
I mean, I wouldn't expect any more than that. But, I mean, if we get one map, they don't even need a smaller map. They just need one good new map for like Galactic Assault, and then they can split that up for like blast and stuff, like section it off, kind of like they did with the crate. So one map, 2 heroes, maybe a new class, or some more reinforcements, some more blasters, more skins, and then I think that's enough content. But if they give us anything less than that, I think people are going to be pretty infuriated.
That's not that much to ask for.
Oh, no, it's not at all.
That's
it's been
less
6
than
months.
The Last Jedi DLC. I mean, that's not much to ask for.
Is it?
I
well,
think
the
so.
Last Jedi just gave us crate, 2 heroes.
Well, they gave us crate, 2 heroes, Starfighter Assault map, and a new hero Starfighter.
Oh, I keep forgetting about Starfighter Assault. They'll give us the Falcon, which no one cares about. Probably a Starfighter Assault map.
Hopefully it's just a skin, because honestly, I'd rather have a skin than have another new Falcon. We've already got 2, which is stupid. If they add another skin or something, I'd be perfectly fine with that. If they had another Falcon, then that's just insanely dumb. But yeah, I think that's probably going to happen. Probably going to get. I definitely expect a bunch of skins. Hopefully, some good, solid, nice skins in there. The only thing I could possibly hope for is if there's little Clone Wars content, and by little I mean like Clone Wars skins, like we get this clone skins.
See, I don't think they're going to give us any Clone Wars stuff at all, like nothing.
I don't think they will either, but I'm talking.
They didn't give us any Clone
here.
Wars skins at the launch of the skins, so why would they give us skins for Clone Wars in Solo season?
It's just Captain Positive here. No, it doesn't make sense that they haven't given it yet. So I mean, let's keep that in perspective. The fact that they haven't given it at all doesn't.
What skins could they give though? Like new skins? I guess it kind of makes sense to give
the clone skins.
No, like they could give the Empire some new skins since the Empire is going to be in this and have different outfits.
I guess that would be kind of cool. I mean, we don't have anything for that
because there's not really going to be a rebellion in this movie, so it wouldn't make sense to give them skins.
There may be some sort of rebellion. I don't know how far this is from A New Hope. I mean, I don't know exactly how the timeline works. He doesn't look that much younger than Han Solo in A New Hope, so there's probably some sort of rebellion.
I mean, Han's only in like his 30s in A New Hope, so.
Yeah, so it can only be about 10 years difference, maybe, at best. And there was probably some sort of rebellion at that point. But I don't know how involved Han is with anything to do with the rebellion, so. I don't know. We'll just have to see about that.
He wasn't involved all the way up until A New Hope, so. Well, I mean, I guess he could be involved and then get out of it. I don't know.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard to tell what they're gonna do. What they're gonna do with that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think like the most positive we can be is like 2 heroes, a map, a solid Galactic Assault map that gets carved into smaller pieces for the other game modes. I mean, that's not that much to ask for. I think we're being very, very reasonable here, asking for just that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do find But yeah, go ahead.
What if we don't get any heroes? Like my tweet the other day, I was kind of joking, but what if they just give us skins for Han and Lando, like a young Han, a young Lando, and then they give us a new Falcon, and they just give us something else.
Extraction.
Extraction. So we get extraction, we get an extraction map, we get skins for Han and Lando, and that's it. And then the rest is just full of like, Tuesday is going to be emote crate day, and like, because there's going to be tons of these little underwhelming challenges sprinkled in.
Yeah, there'll be a bunch of underwhelming challenges.
Yeah,
no
like
matter
Fridays,
what,
get the Lando whatever emote. There's going to be tons of that. So we'll probably just get a bunch of emotes and poses. Get victory pose 3 for Han on Wednesday if you complete this challenge. Like, yeah, so what if we don't get any heroes at all, and then we get extraction, and then we just get skins? Like, what's going to happen to this game?
I'm getting very scared that that's what's going to happen. I sadly see something, if not that bad, very close to that bad coming, and I'm a little scared. Because honestly, I think, let me put it this way, and I've said this like a billion times. I think the game is already, it's going to be a failure for EA DICE regardless. It's already a failure, and they're not getting back what they could have gotten from the beginning. So all they can hope to do is salvage the player base they have, and try to increase it just a little bit with the people that still have the game or just waiting for content. This is going to get some of them back, but for a very short period of time.
But the thing is, this is the content. Like, we've been waiting months for this. Months. The only thing that has given the community this hope to hang on for this long is that we have hoped we would finally get content in Season 2. If we don't get enough content for Season 2, then that just tells us that we're not going to get enough content ever.
See, I've always put it this way. If we got like a Clone Wars giant content drop in, say, August or something, the fact that we've gotten crap up until then...
Why would we get a giant one in August? If we're not going to get anything giant now...
Hey!
Oh, okay.
I didn't predict we're going to get anything in August. This is a massive hypothetical. Let's just say that happened. No prediction there. Let's just say something like that had happened. People would still flock back to the game, no matter how stupid they were until that point. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think the game is going to completely die and can never be revived. But it is going to die right now.
It can revive.
It's going to take
They could easily revive this game. They just have to give us what we ask for. But I think they know that no matter what, you'll have that group of people that will defend this game no matter what they do, and they will still... Like, there's people that drop money for those skins. If there's people out there that drop money for the skins that we got, then they could release...
There's people out there
the bare minimum.
That, but it's still a very small crowd. There are people that do it, but it's nowhere near the crowd they needed or wanted from the very beginning. So they still have this massive problem to deal with. And even though those people are out there, they'll buy anything. A lot of people aren't going to buy everything, and I think they're. All I'm trying to say is I don't think the game will die to the point it can never be revived, but it will die. Again, it'll have its like second or third death. It's already had like 3 of them, where it's basically lost most of its player base, or most of the player base just got
this will
bored.
Definitely be...
That could happen again.
A major blow for me. Like, I will stop playing this game a lot, because... If this just tells me if there's not enough content now, then there's not going to be enough content when they do have a Clone Wars season. Like this, it's been 6 months. If they don't have something significant, like what the bare minimum was that we said, then there's no hope.
2 heroes, Galactic Assault
map.
Yeah,
that's bare minimum. 2 heroes, a Galactic Assault map, skins, maybe a blaster, some reinforcements, just the basics. If they don't have that, then they're not going to go all out for Clone Wars. Is that what's going to be the new thing? Well, just wait till Season 3. Like, no. If they didn't learn their lesson...
4 months. So if we have to wait for Season 3, didn't they say it was supposed to take months and months or something? Or they want seasons to prolong over a long period of time?
Oh, they want the seasons to last about 2 months. Like, this solo season will probably last a month and a half.
It would be extremely depressing. but I'm very scared that that's exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because they've been underwhelming the whole time.
Or what they're going to do is have this season, but they'll make it so that like the content's sprinkled out, which they'll try to draw out the player base. Like,
yeah, but that wouldn't make sense.
Can't get the new
because
heroes until the third week. Can't get the new map until the fifth week.
Solo comes out May 25th, so I mean to have that stuff sprinkled out, I feel like wouldn't make much sense. I mean, they might do that. Just because it wouldn't make sense doesn't mean they wouldn't do it. I mean, we've already seen
stuff
that.
They've done that doesn't make sense.
It just seems like that would go against what they'd want. But we've been trying really hard to figure out what they're doing, and I just don't know. I wish I could have a better prediction than that.
Yeah. I just want to know, like, I'm kind of interested
expecting.
if they don't give us enough content. I want to see what the people that defend this game, like, I want to see what those game changers say. Like, oh, this was really great, but wait till season 3 where they're gonna have Clone Wars. It'll be great. Like, oh, well, like, we really don't want this game to fail, but if they don't give us significant content, then I think a lot of people will lose hope.
Is it even that significant? It's just content. It's just anything. It's just like,
it's significant
2 heroes and a map.
Continuation of this game.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like 2 heroes and a map is not like crazy content. It should be bare minimum every single time.
They have.
It's just our standards are so low now.
They've had 6 months, and you can't blame it all on the progression system. They have a dude dedicated. His only job is to work with heroes. So 6 months have gone by, and he hasn't done hardly anything tweak-wise. Palpatine's still broken, Rey's still broken, Boba Fett sucks. Like, he obviously doesn't tweak the heroes very much. Vader's choke's still broken. Iden's shield is still broken.
Broke him.
Yeah.
Actually, they tweaked Palpatine and broke him.
So what's that guy doing? Or the guy that does only blasters, the guy that develops the blasters and stuff. What's he been doing the past 6 months? So
yeah.
So if we don't get significant content, then I guess they can just fire those people because they're not doing anything.
I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I just have extremely low expectations, and the only thing good about having extremely low expectations is, I guess, it's pretty hard to be underwhelmed.
No, that's not true. Because I had low expectations the last update we had, because I expected them to give us a roadmap, but I expected it to like be a bad roadmap. We didn't even get that, and then we got Ewok Hunt, and I expected skins, but I didn't expect them. Like, I expected them to be bad, but then they surprised me there and made them even worse than what I expected them to be. So, don't say that.
This is true.
I had low expectations, and I was still let down.
Well, I'm expecting extraction and skins. And
that's it.
I don't think they're going to give us anything else. This
extraction
is what I
and
expect.
skins.
They'll give us kind of a new map just for extraction that'll have something to do with solo.
Yeah.
But it's only going to be for extraction. It'll go away because
I predict
are great.
Probably some game mode like extraction or something no one cares about, and it'll die off like all the other game modes. I predict skins. I predict probably a Falcon because no one wants that.
I do think we'll get a Falcon. I think it's going to be a skin, though. I don't think they're going to give us another playable Falcon.
No, it'll be a hero. It won't be a skin. It wouldn't make sense for them to give one ship a skin, and it's just the Falcon. And which one would it be? The Han Chewie one or the Rey Chewie one?
We might guess.
Maybe.
I don't know why they made a second Falcon in the first place.
I
should just had another skin.
I don't know. But yes, so our expectations are about the same, which is not good.
No, I've gone back down. Remember back in March, I had this positive outlook. It's gone.
Oh yeah. If you would have told us what we know now back in January, I would have hopped on the Fortnite train.
I would have hopped in front of a train and died.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think is going to be in Season 2? Do you think they're going to surprise us? Are we going to get more content than we expect? Are we going to get the bare minimum that we suggested? Or are we going to get less like we think is going to happen? Plus, are they going to give us a roadmap with this announcement of Season 2? That's another thing. Do you think they're going to give us one, Cookie?
No.
No?
I have like
Oh man, that
so
would piss
little
people
hope
off
right
too.
now. I don't think there's any chance of a roadmap. I don't think they know
I'm
what
gonna
they're
say
doing.
yes. I think they'll give us a roadmap.
What if the roadmap just says we're giving up, and that's the whole
Yeah,
thing? It's just a
I'd
piece of
have
paper
more
that
respect
says,
for them.
I would too. That's the
And I
sad part.
know not to keep playing. But yes, let us know your opinions down in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that like button if you made it this far into the video. Check out our second channel, Foul Play. Become a subscriber if you're new to the channel, and we will talk to you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Goopa Noopa.